Is your pool green or is your pool red? Kind of like this. This is more just nasty because we haven't taken care of it in the past month. I want to show you an easy way to get all the green, get all the red out because of iron. If you have well water and filled it up and put chlorine in, this will take it right out. Pretty easy way. So what you're going to need is a bucket, 5-gallon bucket. Excuse me while I light a cigarette. You're going to need a bucket and a lid that'll fit on it with a bunch of holes drilled in it. Okay? We'll find out why that comes into play in a minute. You're also going to need a sump pump. And some weights. These are your little 10-pounders. Just put the weights in the bottom of the bucket. If you don't have little weights, put you a cinder block on top to keep it from spinning in the pool. Take your sump pump, put it right in there on top of the weights, just like so. Now I got all this fill. This is just polyfill. This is for pillowcases and stuff like that. I've used it once before, as you can tell, because it's kind of dirty. I rinsed it out, no big deal. All you're going to do is just pack it in around the sump pump. Pack it in there nice and tight. The filters on these pools and stuff aren't designed to filter out small materials like green algae and stuff like that, rust from your well. If you put chlorine in your pool and it turns red, this is small enough particulate once you pack it in there nice and well that it will grab all that algae and grab all that rust. I used it for rust when I first filled my pool up because, well, I didn't realize chlorine tablets and high iron in your water turns your pool red. So I had to find a quick solution. This is what I came up with. Pack it all in there nice and tight. Don't worry, you'll get a good flow rate out of it. You don't want to use, I made the mistake, I figured it would be really great. You don't want to use quilt material. Quilting, this stuff over here, quilt bedding, it's too fine. You don't get any flow out of your sump pump when you immerse it. Submerse it, sorry. So, pack the crap out of it. Pack it all in there nice and good. Oh yeah, and don't mind my mess. I got like 20 projects going. So, pack it in there nice and good. Now, on the top of the lid, I drilled 2 big holes. One of them is for the hose to go through. The other one's for the plug. Okay? So you're gonna flip your plug, or flip your lid on there and pull your plug through. Trying to do all this with one hand works out great, let me tell you. Son of a diddly. Alright, there we go. I just cut me a small length of hose just to stick out the top of the little little bucket here. Put that on there. Knock your lid on. If you have one of those screw-on lid types, those work really well. I don't. I used what was laying around. Alright? So, you got it there. Take it over to the pool. Just gonna drop her in. Drop it in and sink it. As you can see, my pool is pretty nasty. Let all the water bubbles end up coming, or the air bubbles end up coming up. What you're going to do is position the hose on the side of the pool so the bucket doesn't sit in there and spin around. You might have to use another weight on it. This one seemed to work out well when I had the ladder in there, but I ain't got the ladder in there no more. Let's plug in an extension cord with wet hands. Sounds like fun. Ooh, that water stinks. Another extension cord over here. I should probably have done this the other way. As you can see, once you turn it on, you give it a minute and it'll start flowing really well. End up sucking some more of those water bubbles that are in there out of there. And let that run for about a day. And I'll post a little update video on it. I guess once I get it done. Once it's all clear. Plug her back in and see how well she works. Flowing a little bit. Once it gets the air from out around the bottom of the sump pump there, we start chooching really good. I'll take all this nasty stuff out. Ain't gonna go much better than that for right now. You can still see it's still pumping out air bubbles and whatnot. But that'll end up going a lot faster once all the air bubbles are out of that polyfill. So, that's all there is to it, really. We'll just let that chooch for a day. Post a video on it tomorrow. Or whenever it's done. Alright, have a good one, guys.